G'day. Finally back. I've been sick for a very long time. Really happy to have my voice back to open up some more multi-tracks for everybody. Tonight's episode is brought to you by water. Actually, the only drink you really need. I mean, you can go without everything else and just have that and be reasonably healthy. Today we're doing a song from Justin Timberlake and Madonna, produced by Timbaland, who features heavily on it with a lot of tracks. This is a heavy session. This is 89 individual tracks, and they were in disarray when I opened them. They were probably the loosest. I mean, this was a number one charting. Oh, was it number one? It was a charting hit. It was huge. And this had the most disarray I've ever seen in any professional session. It looks like it's a working session that they were still, they just finished it and bounced it out. But it's got small clips that are not zeroed. When you zero a clip out, it means that individual take starts at the 0 point and ends at a point where, or it doesn't even matter where it ends as long as it all starts at the same point. This does not have that. These all start at very strange and random points. They've appointed themselves to their own tracks, and then they are just kind of floating around for me to click and drag into its right position on the timeline. And that was quite a bit of stuffing around. I spent a bit of time while I was sick. I couldn't hear anything, but I could at least hear enough to be able to line these things up as a bit of a puzzle project. So this is my interpretation of the puzzle that is 4 Minutes to Save the World by Justin Timberlake, Madonna and Timbaland. And look at this session, man. That is... excuse me, that is some stuff going on. That's... I've rearranged all the tracks. I had to spend a lot of time matching things up with whatever I knew was solid. And because some of these, the drum sections are really, really long, and especially just in effects, which is a little tiny thing down here, a lot of the printed effects were just a full length of the entire track. So I had to go by them and then individually grab instruments and try to line them up with those effects tracks just to get things to make sense. Some of it's visual work, you can see what's going on and you can move them around, but a lot of it was just referencing the original track from a YouTube video and seeing how it kind of translated to this. These are what you would call them stems, I suppose, because they're a stereo mix of everything, except they are individual instruments all the way up to the top. Little bit of a horn section at the start. A lot of percussion, a lot of drums. Some claps, some more effects that have been bounced. Effect 1, bounce stem. Effects 2, bounce stem. Effects 3, bounce stem. Flute stem. So these are technically stems, except they're treated like multi-tracks here. Normally, a horn stem would be all of the horns mixed together. But, I mean, we're dealing with that translation between multi-tracks and stems again. They're multi-tracks, but they're stereo mixes of individual instruments. So let's, for example, listen to this low horn. There's a high. So to me, that sounds like an individual that's an individual track that's just been panned, and then they've bounced it out stereo for whatever reason. But let's... It's probably been played on a polyphonic version of a trumpet synthesizer style thing. Timbaland used to use these real cool hardware machines back in the day. Whoever knows how he made it, no, Timbaland, hit me up. Chaos. You wouldn't even recognize that going together in itself. Let's check out these other horns down here. Horns, bounce, stem. We all know this riff. How? This sounds like something ripped straight out of like Wave Racer 64 or GoldenEye. Bit more fat. Put them together. And we all know the riff. Yes. That's pretty. I mean, that's pretty fat. It's. I just really love this. Whatever mellow bounce stem is. A mellotron. Mellotron bounce stem. Could that be what that means? Sample stretched out. Sounds a lot like a 64 game. And the horn too, and horns. And we got that again up further. We want to check that out right at the start. I'll go back up to the very start of the track. Oh, hang on. What's this one? Let's have a quick look while we're here. There's a lot of wacky shit. There's 89 tracks of stuff here. We know we're bouncing around a little, but that's okay. Let's just bounce around a little. What's this horn stem here? Go back to the start. I'm going to start panning these. I feel like I want to bounce these. I mean, I want to pan these a little bit. So maybe that sounds like it wants to stay there. I want to pan that hard. I want to pan that hard. I want to pan that hard, and I want to pan that hard. Let's just find out what happens. There's nothing serious here. This is like a Bob Ross painting. Anybody can do it. It's all very similar-ish. That goes with this. Yeah, I feel like that should be at the top. Let's move it. Alright, we'll move that up to the top there so it's with its brothers and sisters. Oh yeah, you bastard. Okay. So that goes with this horn 8. Horn 7, horn 8. Well, I suppose it would make sense that they're in some kind of order. They're not now. They're horn 2, 3, 4. But let's listen. Very cool. All right, we'll move into some percussion now because I think that's all the horns, besides the 1s and 2s that we've gone over. But a bit of look at this kick over here. Kick 02 is just randomly, just a big fat one, and then a thin one. I love that hat sound. That sounds more like a cabasa or something. Like a traditional cabasa made of shells. Claps. Claps. Yeah. This is how Timbaland makes songs, man. I'm going to get to that loop in a sec. More claps. Just layers of them. That loop. Oh! Alright, let's see it. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. That's beef. If you got it big, then let me search it. Find out how hard I gotta work it. That's 100% what that's gotta be. I mean, it's not, but it's just some drums. But that's some groovy shit. Oh, up to the end here, we've got some more hats. Let's pump those out. Just some opens. So I can show you. Put it on you just like I told you. Sorry. Just singing Missy. Fuck, we're going to find some Missy tracks. Missy's the best. Missy. All right, what are these? These are the FX bounce stems. Let's... Interesting. So this obviously just little pieces that are going. Oh, it's part of the chorus. Only got 4 minutes to see in the world. Grab a boy, grab a girl. It sounds whack. Have I got that in sync, or is that? Have I got that in sync? Justin Timberlake. Oh my God, he was in NSYNC. Just in case you didn't get it. See that you can hear that is something is out. Oh, whack. And you can see right there that these are. So this is the hard part. This is what I've been just grappling with the entire time. Just shit like this. And now if I move these, no doubt they'll be out of time with something else. Let's just see if that works. Okay. Right, we're in now. Only got 4 minutes in the world. What's this? TikTok. There's some TikToks in there. This is before TikTok even came out. Nothing to do with it. TikToks are in and are cool there, which is great. Oh, let's go and check the rest of the front out. So what haven't we even looked at yet? We've looked at that percussion. We've looked at those horns. There's some more percussion down here. Some more drums. Let's check out this kick. Oh, hang on. It's giving it away. Not a beefy one. Let's see this other kick. There's your... It's like a sine wave. Some people would try to refer to that as an 808, not necessarily. Those snares. Really cool sampled snares that sound like tire screeches. What's real tight claps. This loop is very percussive. You can see how Timbaland gets a feel for bringing these things up. And these are really, really Timbaland. Very, it got this like push and pull going on with these breathy. Go back to the start. The whole song starts with this. And let's actually bring these in so you can hear what's going on. There's so much. Timbaland has so many overdubs. Just scrolling down to check those out while we're listening. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're probably at that point now where we're probably about the halfway area. If we haven't been copyright struck already, I mean, that does happen a fair bit, but the people who control that have been really, really generous to me. I can play these videos, but I just can't monetize them, and that works fine for me. I'm here for a good time, not to try to earn a living. So we're going to check out these individual vocal files, vocal tracks, and there are a lot. Believe me. We can see over here, there's some of these full effects tracks that I really find interesting. This is what I printed the whole track to, or they've printed the whole track, all the effects to this one thing for individual parts. They're just like, I don't know, save on processing or whatever, but I had to kind of match everything up to this track. You can hear that delay. Probably it's 1 unit per track. 4 minutes. Yeah. Interesting. Starts to swell. They've automated that, obviously. And then a bit of mags in there. Madonna. I feel like that's not in the right spot. So that's what those effects are like. Here's another EFX track. And it's just more of that. I'll go down to the start of the track where Timbaland lives. because he is having a great time down here. I've just got that jacked up so I can see what's going on, but we'll go right to the start and just see.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Hey.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
So this Timbaland solo track is what I had to try to match everything else to. This is everything. This is like a comp of all of the vocals that he did.
I'm out of time.
So it's like a master track.
4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of.
And what that sounded like to me at the time, at the very kind of sick and frustrating time, staying up watching court trials on YouTube while I was sick until all hours, and then sleeping throughout the day.
I'm out of time and all I got is.
And then the next track.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
I'm out
I
of
panned
time
some.
and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Another one.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Another one.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
More.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes.
We'll run back through that.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Look at it. Listen to this.
Time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
I'll show you these first.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
4.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
And then
I'm
these
out of time
effects.
and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes.
So that's Timbaland's tracks essentially there.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
I don't think Timbaland says much else.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
There is some more on the Timbaland. Oh, hang on, wait, dude. There's a whole like another set of Timbaland vocals. Let's crank that up again so we can see. We'll just can that. And what's Timbaland saying up in here? Okay. All right.
Come on. Yeah. Breakdown, come on.
Yeah, heart breakdown, come on. Let's just hear all of these.
4 minutes. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes.
Just hear all of the Timbaland tracks together.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
We kind of get the idea
And
there.
all I got is 4. Come on.
There's that ticking.
I'm out of time and all I got is 4 minutes. Come on.
That ticking there really, really gave me some trouble. Because, yeah, just trying to... Listen to this. It's like a scrubbing effect on Justin's vocals.
You ready to go? Are you ready to go?
They've reversed it and then they've cut the absolute guts out of it.
Wanted you already got it. If you thought it better be what you want. If you feel it, it must be real.
I wish I was on this song, that's why I'm singing it.
You just say the word and
I'ma give you what you want.
Time is waiting.
We only got 4 minutes to say the
No
word.
hesitating.
I'm giving too much away because we haven't even heard the rest of Justin or Madonna yet. But, okay, we'll go over to... Or save Madonna for last because it's really great. Justin Full Effects, Justin Effects, JT1. Let's go listen to JT1.
Hey, come on, Madonna. Pick it.
You can hear his headphones a little bit. I'll crank that up for a sec. Check this out. Just go back to the start there.
Hey, come on, Madonna. Pick it.
So you can kind of hear that... what have I done? Oh, no, I've ruined everything. I've got to redo whatever I did. Redo drag, yeah. I was trying to undo this fader move. You can hear Justin Timberlake's headphones just like in pretty much every other like number one song that we've listened to so far. You can hear like it doesn't have to be a perfectly isolated recording. You can hear a little bit of headphone noise in there. I mean, it mixes in great. And let's hear all three of these tracks together. I'll just open them up a little bit so we can see. And if I maybe I'll pan them. We'll see.
Hey,
They're all the same?
come on, Madonna, pick it.
Okay, because one of them's called JT Vox Stem, which is obviously all of that together, right?
Well, don't waste time. Give me a sign. Tell me how you wanna roll.
And then Madonna will say something. And then...
Well, I can handle that. You just gotta show me where it's at. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
That's sick. That's sick. That's certifiably sick. That's a Timberland move all the way.
You ready to go? Are you ready to go? If you want it, you already got it. If you thought it, it better be what you want.
I'm going to turn that stem off because I want to show you the rest of these.
It must be real, just
and then obviously there's pad compression applied. Now check these out. I'm going to turn that off for a sec because I need you to understand that these are so well built up. This is Justin Timberlake building chords like on a piano, but with just his voice over and over again. He would have spent hours in here doing this. And F me in the A. That means fight me in the alley if you don't think this is great. And it sounds so nice and dull. Like there's no... None of the bowl and buzz. It's all just... I'd like to add some, to these individually. But I'm not going to mix it. I'm just going to listen through. Now listen to the second track. And then add it to the other. They're very close together. And then... Gorgeous. And then some more Justin Timberlake.
And I'ma give you what you want.
A high track, is that?
If you want it,
When I got it.
if you thought it, it better be what you want. If you feel it, it must be real, just say the word and I'ma give you what you want.
Jeez, I wish I could sing like Justin Timberlake. Who doesn't? You can hear the breath. Wow,
So keep it up. Don't be a pretty.
what control. What control. Imagine if you were that good. You'd probably be Justin Timberlake. Oh, man.
We only got 4 minutes to save the world. We only got
Oh, there's more. There's more, and I forgot. There's a... I can't even do it. This. This is like some Christmas Carol shit. What the fuck, man? Listen to that. Christmas carols. Double ups. No point padding in this stereo already. Are you copping this? Only got 4 minutes to say the word.
So keep it up. We only got 4 minutes to say the word. They grab a girl. We only got 4 minutes to say the word. We only got 4 minutes. So keep it up.
We're gonna imagine having that kind of musical awareness. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but I sure as hell don't. This is so sick. I'm really having a good time listening to this. I mean, I was fever dreaming the whole time I was listening to it when I was trying to line them up. But have a bloody listen. Justin Timberlake, come over and hang out one day, mate. Jeez, you're all right.
And I'ma give you what you want. We only got 4 minutes to save the world. Then grab a girl. We only got 4 minutes to save the world. We only got 4 minutes. So
Wow.
keep it up, don't be afraid. Hey, Madonna, you gotta get on my hop. That's right, keep it up, don't be afraid. Hey,
One of those effects channels sounds a little out.
you gotta get on my hop.
But it could be, it's a delay. Wow, oh, wow. Just, isn't that so cool? That's all of JT's vocals, man. Yeah, just, I don't even know what to say. That's fantastic. We'll go through Madonna's tracks now. Really, really great. Obviously, I feel like this was a Justin Timberlake track featuring Madonna because Madonna only has 5 or so tracks in here. But I mean, if she didn't add something great to it, because it was a good song, man, and you know people talk shit about Madonna often, but where would you be if you didn't have Madonna in the world? You know what I mean? Like she did her thing for the world and she had a big impact on pop culture. So bring that to me, or keep your mouth shut about Madonna, I suppose. Wow, Madonna, listen up.
Come on, boy, I've been waiting for somebody to pick up my
Sounds pillowy. Hang on. Let's listen up. Come on, Madonna. Oh, hang on. Just wait 15 minutes for her to come back in. Let's just create a little...
I want somebody to speed it up for me, then take it down slow.
See, look, I'm missing a fair bit of top end from standing next to drummers over my time and being in loud environments, but this still sounds a little pillowy to me.
I want somebody
Let's add some top
to
end.
speed it up for me, then take it down slow.
Too much, but
There's enough room for both.
I just feel like it needs to cut.
I want somebody
And it needs
to
to cut
speed
up
it
there,
up
so...
for me, then take it down slow. There's enough room for both. I want somebody to speed it up for me, then take it down slow. There's enough room for both.
Wow.
I want somebody to speed it up for me, then take it down slow. There's enough room for
I'm not doing anything to this. Let's just turn that off.
I want
Let's just
somebody-
listen to it for what it is, because I don't have the attention span to mix this through headphones right now. Let's check out this other Madonna track here.
Come on, boy, I've been waiting for somebody.
You can hear that they are
to
so
pick up
close
my
together.
stole.
They're so close together that they're phasing, and this is because of the alignment issue of them being so out of whack, and they're a different take, so they are not sample perfect. But I mean, look, if I had to move one, I'd move that one to about there, and then let's listen to those two together.
Come on,
Fuck, I'm good.
boy, I've been waiting for somebody to pick up my stroll.
Wow, they don't phase anymore. So that other track is going to be the same piece,
Come on, boy, I've been waiting for somebody to pick up my stroll.
and none of it phases anymore. And you can hear background stuff happening.
Oh,
I love that. Just a little bit of... back over here.
I want somebody to speed it up for me, then take it down slow. There's enough room for both.
Great. And then we'll add some... Well, we'll go and have a look at
If you want,
the chorus, the pre-chorus.
if you want it, you already got it. If you thought it, it better be what you want. If you feel it, it must be real. Just say the word and I'ma give you what you want. Time is waiting,
We only got 4 minutes to see the world.
no hesitating.
I'm not in the band. Sorry.
Grab a boy,
Grab a girl.
time is waiting,
Man,
no
add
hesitating.
these other Madonna tracks here, and let's see what's going on here.
You gotta get on my hop,
So it sounds like...
tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Sounds like, oh, there's a cool, interesting pan that just went on there. You can see the pan in the shape of this, because you see how this one's kind of a triangle on that direction, if you can see where I'm pointing, and then this one's sort of a triangle in that direction. It means it just gets louder here, louder here, and that's from channel left to channel right. Interesting that there's nothing in that side of the M3 track, and obviously the other side of the M3 track is lower here. But all right, pull Madonna down here. It happens a few times. It must be a cut and paste. But yeah, Madonna's tracks mostly seem to be double ups, just a thickener.
You gotta get on my hop.
You can hear it's a different take though.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Cool. I really enjoy that.
You gotta get on my hop. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Sometimes I think what I need is a you intervention.
Oh, you intervention, baby.
Yeah.
Know that you like it, and that is good. By the way that you move. Oh, hey.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Listen to that.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
That's sick. That's just look. I like that because it's tasteful. That's listen.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
That is nice, and then we add this layer, which we'll take away. We'll go.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
And then we have this other layer.
The road to hell,
which is a double.
Paved with good intentions.
Okay, so this Madonna lead is obviously.
Yeah.
Let's hear all these yeahs.
Yeah.
That's a regular yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a high yeah. We haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That sounds like they run out of the license on a plug-in. That's what happens. It prints that. I can't believe that. That's got to not be in the real track.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hear that part.
Pay with good intentions.
That's a double track too. So now let's just hear them.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Yeah.
That's so funny that that white noise is in there.
If you want it, you already got it. If you thought it, it better be what you want. If you feel it, it must be real. Just say the word.
Sing some of that low stuff,
give you
JT.
what you want. Time is waiting.
Let's put it all together.
No hesitating. Grab a boy. Time is waiting. No hesitating.
We only got 4 minutes. So keep it up, don't be afraid. Hey, Madonna, you gotta get on my hop.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
That's right, keep it
Why
up.
is that in there? Sorry, freaking out. There's some overbleed at the end of this track here.
Keep it up, don't be afraid. Hey, Madonna,
I'll move that out.
you gotta get on my hop.
See what I mean when I say that these were actually quite disorganized when I got them? They were just all over the shop. Let's add these. I mean, there's nothing really too much to do from here, I suppose. There's no point trying to auto-tune these guys because we all know what they sound like. Auto-tune because, I mean, that's the kind of the modern thing that we all get involved in nowadays. But it is a big session. I'm glad we managed to pump through it in about 35 minutes. 30 odd. Let's just. I didn't show you these little TikToks that are really annoying.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Not
tick
those
tock.
ones, but those really, really, really annoying.
You gotta get.
These bastards. They were so much pain to line up, and I still don't believe that they're in the right spot. They made me want to tear my own hair out. I'd really love to show you the start of this track now that we're here. So
I'm out of time and all I got is.
no, it's just I'm gonna leave the vocals off for a sec because it's geez, what a session, what a sesh. JT1 I think is where I'll draw the line at full effects. Okay, stop, mute all those, and we'll go back to the Michael Finnegan. Yeah. Those friggin' ticks. How fat is this, man? It's sick! They're sticking TikToks again. I don't know if you look at that. Let's pump it all together. I know it's going to suck, but we might as well. Let's just give it a crack.
Well, don't waste time.
It's way too loud. Doesn't sound like it's in time. Doesn't sound good. Sounds better without the vocals.
I can handle that. You just gotta show me where it's at. Are you ready to go?
There's all kinds of weird shit going on.
Are you ready to go?
You better give me what you want. It's almost fruitless trying to put these two things together. They were so hard to lock in together that I obviously only got the vocals locked in with themselves and the music locked in with itself. But you've got a pretty good idea there of what a Timbaland session looks like now. Really, really great to have access to be able to check out. Massive session. Lots of individual stuff. I mean, I suppose when you're at that level and DSP isn't a problem, you can just really go ham on processing and just layer tracks in and just know what you're doing. These guys just pumped it. I love that, the JT through 2, 3. It makes me feel good about my own naming protocols. When you see just M1, M2, M3, it's like you've got Madonna in the studio and you're just going to call her track M1 for crying out loud. But yeah, still really cool. They're just people just like you and I. They just got, more talent than us. Really great Timbaland's tracks. They're all called Tim. Justin Timberlake's are called JT and Justin vocals. And then, whatever samples that they pulled together and just smashed this great beat out with. Timbaland is renowned for that. He worked with everybody. Pharrell, famously with lots of really good stuff with Pharrell. Man, great stuff. Really, really happy to check out 4 Minutes to Save the World by Justin Timberlake, Madonna, and Timbaland. So, thanks very much for coming along and having a look at that one. A few more to go. I think we'll pump a few more out. I'm feeling all right. Doing some more, so check them out on YouTube now as well. They're streaming up on there at the moment. Again, no money made from me on that channel, but if you want to subscribe to that and give it a flick, that'll be cool. For if I do put any of like truly original stuff up, then it'll just help out with that as well. Enjoy yourselves, and GFY.